All right, so I got a call here. Apparently driver states that he's got no dash power, no power in the truck, I guess. So we're gonna check it out, see what it is. Maybe one of a few things. It's either the power cutoff's not turned on, or the batteries are totally dead, or maybe the power cutoff switch is bad. Who knows? Because they're electronic now. So we're gonna put my new gloves on here, and we're gonna check it out. Well, these are 4mm gloves. Usually I get 6. These are a little bit easier to put on, but that means they're easier to break too. Alright, let's go check this out. Also found another Energizer flashlight that I had, almost brand new. I'm not sure why it was in a glove box. Well, I put new batteries in it. I'll just bring this meter with me just in case. So you see he's got no dash power right there. Keys on. I noticed on these new ones, yeah, okay. Looks like it's on. Okay, he did have it on position. These particular day cabs, I guess they have them mounted here outside. So we're gonna check battery power. I'm gonna remove these lines, make it a little easier. So it might be just the batteries are dead. If the batteries are 4 volts or lower, it's not gonna power nothing up. So we're gonna find out. I can't see nothing. I don't like leaving my truck unsecured, even though I'm inside a gated lot here. We're at Lidl in Perryville. Do a lot of work here for a bunch of companies here, trucking companies, that we've done work for them for years anyway. But you can call me paranoid if you want, but I don't want anybody snooping in my truck if I can't see it. All right, back to work. These got regular batteries in there too. All right, so we're gonna check the volts in this and see if there's any power whatsoever. Got this shit ass grease on here again. All right, 4.90. So yeah, the truck's only got almost 5 volts in it, so it's not going to power nothing up. We're going to turn this off for now. So it needs to be charged. So we're gonna charge it up. Then we'll update Schneider about it. Let them know. So something could have been left on, who knows. That's how it usually happens. Even though they got the power cut off, or I don't know. It's hard to say, but we're gonna charge them. We're gonna have to charge them up because they're not AGM batteries. I won't have to charge them for as long. I'll give them like 15 minutes or whatever. So you all know the drill. Once I get all this hooked up, I will stop the video. gonna turn my truck around. Whoops. You know what? I went to Home Depot Sunday, got some stuff for my truck, and I forgot to see if I could get new probes for my meter. Best way to do this, because he's got it really sunk in there. I don't know why they back him up so far in there. Make no damn sense. I don't want my truck out in the front, so I guess we'll just do it this way. I hope nobody needs any of these trailers. Let's put it on an angle here. Yeah, it'll probably work right there. Oops. All right, so let's get this let's get this hooked up. Now, if the driver ever comes out, I'll let him know he's going to have to, hopefully he's taking it on a run. If he's not taking this on a run and he's not taking it very far, these batteries aren't going to ever charge. Oops. That's just all tangled up. There we go. Might have to back up some more. Might be a little far away. We'll find out. Well, it'll work. Maybe back up just a little bit more. A lot of times these drivers won't wait around for us to get here to get them up and running. Half the time they'll take a different truck. So it's okay the driver's not out here right now. That'll probably work right there. But if I call him back and find out he took another truck, I'll have to call Snyder and let him know. See how they want to handle it. Unless they can find another driver to take this truck. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time when I did this jump start. Since I gotta charge these batteries up, I'm going ahead and put vice grips on them. And that's another thing I forgot to get when I was at Home Depot. Vice grips. I wish I could find my good pair. I hate to, oh no, this is a different one. Oh, okay. I hate those flat ones because you have to take a screwdriver to it just to open them back up. Anyway, just looking real fast. I know they're not up here though. I already looked in there, didn't I? Alright, well, wherever they're at. When I'm not looking for them, I'll find them. All right, but the big ones are good. You don't want to use anything too small. And another thing I forgot to tell you last time I showed you this, don't touch them. Once you get the vehicle started, truck wise, don't touch the vice grips. Make sure you got gloves on, because they do get hot. Can't see the flat other than that. There we go. Might have to use a different battery. I like to use the ones closest to the you know what, I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to say I like using the batteries closest to the terminals, but we'll use these. My hands all greased up now. I can't turn the damn thing. I'm gonna have to lube this up. I guess it was just me in the grease. All right. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna hook this up. Negative. Negative right there, and positive. So I always like to check, make sure it's in, when I got them hooked up on the right battery, because sometimes if they replace a battery terminal, they might use a red one on a negative one. All right. See what lights up. So the moon lights are lit up. Turn the key off, because I did turn that key on. And we're gonna close the door and find out if anything stays on. Blue lights went on. That's because I turned the key on. That was me. Let's see if that dome light goes on. And that goes off also. Of course, anybody comes to the truck, if they left something on, they'll end up turning it off anyway most of the time. But who knows? There's always a reason why batteries went down. I mean, they could have left the ignition on also, and then when they came in to start the truck, turned the power cut off on, could have just turned it off and turned it on. All right, so I know I'm getting charged to it. The power came back on. I've got to look to see what time it is. So I'm just going to get a volt reading here, and I'm going to pause this video. 49. Let me turn this off, power cut off again. And see what we got for volts. It's 13.4 that we're at, so that's good. The batteries are taking a charge. It's 9:50 now. So I'm gonna give it about 15 minutes or so, maybe 20. The heck of it, because the volts being so low. And then I'll start the video back after that. I'll see you in a bit. Driver coming up, I think it's him. He's got another truck here. We won't find out.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm trying to run in there to get my charger, man.
what?
I'm going to run in there to get my charger for the truck.
Okay. Are you taking this truck?
No, I'm not taking it. I'm leaving it.
Okay, then you should have called Schneider and let them know that. All right, because me charging it like this is not going to, it won't start tomorrow. The truck has to go out in order to charge the batteries back up. Me doing what I'm doing is just to get it started. If you're not taking the truck, tomorrow night they're gonna be calling me out here. They told me you'd be with the truck, and I had a feeling you were gonna take another truck.
Yeah, so what happened when you're done with it, I'm going to have to call Schneider. There's another driver in there that is on telling you that now I don't have a load.
Give me a sec, bud.
I need this one, please.
Okay, give me a second, okay?
Oh.
All right.
That another driver in there that is not on a load, so they're going to have to come and drive around with you a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
call them so they can let the driver know to come and
it's got to be for a while too.
Yeah.
It's got to be for a while too. You got 3 batteries in there. He's got to at least drive it for 4 hours or so. Get the batteries charged up. What I'm doing, I'm charging them, but I'm not charging them fully. Okay.
It can be running, right? Because it does not.
It can be.
It does not idle. It don't go up.
Idling is not going to charge the batteries. You got to either bump up the cruise to 1,000 RPMs, or you got to take it out on the road for a few hours.
Are you done?
No, I'm still charging it. I'm getting ready to start it.
Oh, you get ready to start?
Yeah, I've been charging it for a while, but this guy here, he's.
If you're done, I can drop that and take it.
Well, they told me you were going to be here. But
I'm gonna call them so they can send somebody to do the drive around.
All right, so another driver is going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to move anyway. So like I called it, he took another truck. I mean, I don't care about coming out here, but the company does, because then they just wasted a few $100s for me to come out here to do it. So then I got to come back out here and charge them again tomorrow. So I'll have to call Schneider and let them know after this. Oh. I gotta get this thing started and then disconnect so this guy can get this trailer. I knew this was going to happen, so I'm gonna start this truck, shut everything down, reposition so this guy can get his truck, and then put it back on charge. She's running. So let me disconnect this so this guy can get his trailer. Only thing I hate is when one driver talks to me and the guy behind him wants to try to interrupt when I'm trying to figure out what needs to be done here. You know, they can't wait for a few seconds here. So anyway, we're going to lay these here, and I'm just going to disconnect the negative. Let this guy get his trailer, because I don't want to be holding him up, or this coming, opponent's coming saying I'm holding him up. I don't know where he went. I still want to put this on charge so they figure out what's going on. Either way, I'm going to have to call Snare and let them know. But I figured I'd continue this video when I saw that tractor trailer pull out, because I knew exactly what it was all about. I'm not sure why they can't. I'm not sure why they just can't wait for me to get the truck started. Because I give them a 90-minute or less ETA, but up here, I'm usually up here within 25 to 35 minutes. So it's really not that long. But I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'll come back every night and jump start the truck because they're not, because they don't want to wait and take another truck. So I probably should have just done it this way, but then my front end sticks out. Make sure he's getting that right trailer. Okay, he's getting that trailer. Probably should get a little bit closer. I wish he didn't bury that his truck into between two trailers to begin with, but nothing I can do about it. Alright. We're gonna plug this back in because this truck's not gonna stay running. That's the whole point. But truck running at idle ain't gonna charge shit. You gotta take it down the road. So I'm gonna keep charging it. I'm gonna call the company and find out what they want to do, or see if they get that next driver going on. And I'll leave the truck running, even though it won't stay running, but I'll still be charging it. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna call the company right now and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back here. So they got another driver. They got another driver to take the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it back up. I've been charging it ever since I heard something, but I didn't realize this other driver was sitting there waiting on me. So we're gonna start it back up, turn the charger off and let him take it. Is this thing still running? It is still running. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna disconnect everything. I'm gonna get my info, put this truck back together, and let him take it. Driver, are you taking the trailer too? I mean, it doesn't matter just because I disconnected the airlines and light cord so I could get to the battery box. I'm sorry? You don't need, okay. So just leave them disconnected? Okay, well, I just got everything disconnected, just put the battery box, get my info, and you're good to go. All right, yeah. I didn't know you were waiting for this truck. Yeah. All right, so they're just gonna have him roll around for a few hours or whatever with the truck. So the truck gets some run time. I mean, like I said, you're not going to charge up these batteries and you're just going to mess them up if you don't take the truck out after getting it running. You don't take the truck out after getting it running and let it do its full run, because the average run for here is probably about 4 to 8, maybe 10 hours. That's a lot of run time once you charge the batteries up. And if they got any question with the batteries, then being fully charged, they can go get them load tested at an OC and see if they're okay or not. But if you keep running the batteries down, you're gonna wreck the batteries anyway. We're gonna put all this shit back together, let him take it, and he's gonna run it around. It's probably up. The whole thing was, you want to take it? All right. There we go, dang. So he's gonna take the trailer anyway. Alright, so that's all hooked up. I'm gonna get my pad. If you want to check those air connections, make sure they're satisfactory to you. You can go ahead. Let me get my pad. Alright, so it's gonna do it on this one. And I'll see you all on the next one.